Good morning, Cedar Park High School. It's Thursday, January 17th, and it's a B-Day. I'm Trish Bode.
And I'm Evan Vines with our special guest anchor, and the Wolfcast starts now. First, we want to start off this morning by welcoming our area school board member, Trisha Bode, as our special guest for today's show. And it's for School Board Appreciation Month. Glad to have you here this morning, Ms. Bode.
Thank you so much, Evan. Some students, like junior Garrett Wall, have chosen to be a part of some of the more obscure sports at our school, and is encouraging others to try them out as well.
There are a lot of sports that students are able to be involved in, and while football, volleyball, and basketball might be some of the first that come to mind, there are a lot more options that you may not know about.
That's right. Whether you're an athlete or not, you can choose to be a part of the smaller and lesser known sports at our school.
With many students involved in the many different sports our school offers, only a small number are part of the more uncommon sports like lacrosse, bowling, or even water polo.
Well, it's pretty fun because we have an opportunity as a team to more freedom, pick what practices we want and then bond together more than you could on a huge football team.
When Wall is not playing lacrosse, he is preparing for future meets he and the bowling team will have in January. Wall has been on the bowling team for 2 years and joined in order to better his game and help the team out.
I played it back in middle school, so I still knew a couple of guys from before, and then there's some more people I met, but it's really close because there's not a lot of guys, like I said, so we have good friendships.
Even though Wall joined the bowling team with no previous experience and didn't play lacrosse during his first 2 years in high school, he has been able to build new friendships and better his game in both sports.
It just seems like a fun, new experience. I've never been very good at bowling, so I thought it'd be a fun thing to do, and it's been pretty fun.
For anyone who is interested in joining these smaller sports, Wall encourages those who are interested.
I just go out and do it because I have a blast doing it. I would have never thought I'd enjoy bowling as much as I do. It's a fun, relaxing thing to do after school.
If you have questions about how to be a part of a club sport or even just one of the smaller sports, contact the coach or one of the athletes on how to be involved.
Thanks, Addie.
I'll be sure to go watch some of their games.
Coming up next, we have your top 3 things with Victor Martinez, the lifestyle report for today, and the second installment of Garretts Guests.
But first, a few words from our sponsors and some quick announcements.
Texas Best Mini Donuts is a proud sponsor of CPHS News. Go check them out by CPMS and Free Wills Baptist Church off of Cypress Creek. Find them on Instagram at texas.mini.donuts.
Smoky Moe's Barbecue, the best barbecue that money can buy. Proudly supporting Cedar Park High School.
Introducing the new CPHS News app, where you can rewatch segments from the Wolfcast that you missed the day of, while you can also read top story articles from the Wolfpack and never miss the final score. Don't forget to turn on notifications to keep up to date with important alerts. Download the CPHS News app today.
With Jordan Tillet to talk about cheer going to state. And so, Jordan, tell me about cheer going to state. Tell me about your position and what you are looking forward to.
Yeah, so I'm the captain of varsity. Well, I'm one of 3 of them. And my position, I just coordinate with practices, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, make sure everything's going good. I watch performance, we have video, and I watch it every day, make sure everything looks good, tell everybody, hey, you need to fix this, you need to fix this, and then we work every day.
That's awesome. So what do you enjoy about being captain?
I think the best part is that since I am a captain, I do have a lot of authority. Either way, all the younger girls look up to me. They look up to all the captains in general, and it just creates a really good bond and everything like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what are you most excited about for state, and where is it being held?
It's in Dallas-Fort Worth. It's at the Fort Worth Convention Center. I think I'm most excited about just competing with the girls, just showing everybody like we're defending our title, so just want to show everybody like we can still be as good as we were last year.
That's awesome. So tell me about the send-off. I understand there is a send-off happening at the end of second period. So if you guys are watching this right now in Den, be on the lookout for that. But tell me like more about the send-off and how it is a tradition at Cedar Park. Because I understand that's happened before, correct?
Yes. So apparently the whole school is getting released for our send-off. We're going to walk from the library all the way to the cheer gym at the corner of the school. A drum line's going to be there, and apparently football's doing something, but I'm not supposed to know about it, but spoiler alert.
That's awesome. So again, I guess just my final question is, as a senior, you know, is there anything that you would like to look back on, and kind of like what advice would you give your younger self, especially towards the younger cheerleaders that are going to be stepping up in your place?
Yeah, it goes so fast, and like, of course, we all love the cheer, like just like cherish every moment that we have, because at the end of the day, like we're almost done, and then it's gonna be over. So just cherish every moment.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here and talking about state. If you guys see any of the cheerleaders in the halls passing by, make sure to wish them good luck. Make sure to be there at the end of second period. Thank you guys so much. Have a great Thursday, and yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Micaiah. Now it's time for your top 3 things of the day. First, a Texas woman has been banned from Walmart after spending several hours driving around the store's parking lot in an electric shopping cart, drinking wine out of a Pringles can. Police stated that the woman was not arrested and her name has not been released. Next, it is the 27th day of the longest government shutdown that hasn't shown much sign of ending. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi has disinvited President Trump from delivering his State of the Union address to Congress until the government has reopened. It is the job of the House Speaker to invite the President to give the State of the Union, but there is no precedent of disinvitation before. Last, riots in Zimbabwe have resulted in dozens of injuries and deaths when met with tear gas and warning shots. The backlash against people protesting the economic crisis and a hike in fuel prices has resulted in food shortage and looting. This has been your top 3 things with CPHS News. I'm Victor Martinez. Back to you guys.
Up next, we have the newest edition of Garretts Guests.
In this segment, Garrett highlights the top sport games coming up soon and predicting their outcomes.
Thanks, Ms. Bode. College basketball has come out firing with possibly the game of the year. The third-ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs face the first-ranked Duke Blue Devils on November 21st. The Bulldogs eventually won 89-87 with help from sophomore guard Zach Norvell Jr., who's averaging 15 points per game this season. Gonzaga is 14-2 with losses to Tennessee and North Carolina. Duke is playing the 4th-ranked Virginia Cavaliers on Saturday, and I predict them to lose to Virginia because Virginia has a very elite defense. For the Bulldogs, they don't have very much competition in the West Coast, so they should cruise to conference play. In other news, the playoffs have started in the NFL. The conference championships start this weekend, featuring the New England Patriots traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs, and the LA Rams going to the Superdome in New Orleans to battle the Saints. I believe that the Patriots will win on the road because of the experience Tom Brady has in these types of games. For the NFC, I believe the LA Rams will win on the road because of their dominant running attack in the divisional round, featuring Todd Gurley and C.J. Anderson. For the Super Bowl on February 3rd, I'm guessing that the Rams will win the title because of their solid passing arsenal, featuring Brandon Cooks and Robert Woods. In the tennis world, this past Tuesday started the Australian Open in the city of Melbourne, Australia. Tennis stars like Novak Djokovic from Serbia and John Isner from the United States will try to bring the title home. These two have been especially great in past tournaments this year. In championship matches from 2007 till now, Djokovic has won 60% of his matches, while Isner has won 53% of his. Unfortunately, Isner lost in the first round in 4 sets, so watch out for Djokovic to win this tournament with ease. Make sure to watch these games to see if my predictions were right. With CPHS News, I'm Garrett Wilson. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Garrett.
And that's all we have for today. With CPHS News, I'm Trish Bode.
And I'm Evan Vines. Remember to make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Have a phenomenal day, Cedar Park.
Hey there, Haven Fennell here. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. And if you enjoy all things CPHS, hit subscribe. Have a great day or not, the choice is yours.